Hello everybody, my name is Cogline3639. Welcome back to another video. Today in this one it's another dueling video. A new ban list is hit, so meaning more decks are going to get played now. So in this one it is Drytrons versus Eldlich. I know, a dueling video that doesn't involve VFD. It's surprising, I know. But yeah, these are pretty good decks. Drytrons comes out this week. I will be doing a deck profile on that this week. I'm the one controlling Drytrons, that's why you can see my hand. And then my opponent is controlling the Eldlich. So let's get straight into the video. Drytrons is going to make an immediate splash. It can compete with Eldlich and Virtual Worlds if, VFD doesn't come out onto the field. That was a mistake, Konami. Should have banned that shit. So I do choose to go first here. And for Drytrons, it's an okay hand. It's not too bad, but not too good either. Try to go into a Cyber Emergency, and then he does negate it with Ash Blossom. It does take him a little bit here. So he does negate it with Ash Blossom. Then I will activate Gamma's effect. So that kind of sucks for me not getting Cyber Emergency, but I do activate Gamma's effect, sending Draconids to the graveyard, and then linking them off into Link Rebo, and then I will activate the Ritual spell using Draconids in the graveyard, and then sending Quadranids to special summon into Draconids onto the field, and kind of have to pass turn. Again, at this point, I don't know what my opponent is controlling, so this on the field is kind of not too good for Drytrons. I mean, it's still a decent field. It can't be targeted by monster effects, of course, and a 4,000 beat stick as well with Link Rebo on the field. So yeah, so kind of just a okay field. This can definitely get. He does activate Eldlich here, sending him and Solomon Judgment. Cannot target Draconids, so that kind of sucks for him. He does get rid of Link Rebo though. So yeah, kind of a really interesting deck that's going to be coming out in Genesis Impact. That's this week, this Friday actually. He does set, then activate Eldlich the Golden Lord from the graveyard, sending Paquetto to the graveyard, and then special summoning Eldlich from his hand. And he does set here. And even with Eldlich powered up to 35, still can't get over Draconids. He does activate Paquetto from the graveyard. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. But here I do activate Draconid's effect, which is a quick effect. I can banish either a 2,000 monster or a 4,000 monster or two 2,000 monsters that equal 4,000 to destroy up to as many face-up cards on the field equal to 2,000. So if it's 2,000, destroy one card, face-up card on the field. If it's 4,000, destroy two face-up cards on the field. So yeah, so I get rid of their Eldlich, the Golden Lord, but I do not underestimate that they won't get Eldlich back onto the field. So here I'm thinking about maybe getting Alpha, sending Draconids to the graveyard to special summon Alpha, and then get the Ritual back onto the field. Just get another Link Rebo, basically. But again, I don't want to underestimate the Eldlich player. It's Eldlich. They can get Eldlich out pretty easily in their deck. Of course, that's what they're for. So I just decided to move to battle without special summoning anything. So I do attack, try to do 4,000 directly with Draconids. And here he does think for a while. Let me see if I can skip ahead for you. Because he really does think for a while. Oh, there we go. So he does, hopefully this put it where I wanted it to be. So he does activate Elixir of White Destiny, summoning Eldlich the Golden Lord from his graveyard. So I do have to switch my attack to Eldlich the Golden Lord, which I do because you always don't want Eldlich on the field. They can get it out pretty easily, but again, they can't get rid of Draconids with Eldlich's effect. So yeah, kind of just attack. Now I kind of think maybe I can link or go into Alpha now, go into a Link Rebo, and then get Draconids back onto the field. But again, you never know what that backfield is. But he doesn't have Eldlich the Golden Lord on the field, so I don't really need to worry about Conquistador or Paquetto's effect on the field. So, but again, I don't want to risk anything, so I do just pass turn. And then we are kind of texting in chat here, as you can see. He's got a side deck because of fucking cards like Draconids with Dragoon and stuff. Which is surprising that, well, Drytrons have a way around Dragoon too. It's pretty fucking easy for them. So he does just set here, but then he does activate Eldlich the Golden Lord from the graveyard. If it would actually go. Yeah, this was a very long duel. I had to cut this down a lot. Apparently I didn't cut it down enough. He does activate Elixir, or White Elixir, I forgot what it's called. Elixir of White Destiny, banishing it to set one golden land spell or trap from the deck. And then he does activate Eldlich, the Golden Lord, sending Lost Wind, which is surprising. And then, of course, special summoning a Eldlich, the Golden Lord. Which, again, even at 38 defense, fucking Draconids can still get over it. So, kind of one card fucking them right now. Which Draconids do go into a Drytron Fenrir. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, too. It's a field spell that can search out a Drytron spell or trap. It does activate Hot Kettle of the Golden Land. He is going to banish Diatron of... Diatron Quadonids, I think that's how you pronounce that, too. But I still get the Nova Search from Fenrir. Man, confusing names. Then I do activate Diatron Nova. But here, interesting, he does Solomon Judgment. Yeah, that was his back row. He does Solomon Judgment, paying half his life points. So, again, don't really want to risk anything. I can do Alpha and all this stuff, go into another Linkuriboh, and then get Draconids back onto the field. Or no, I can't even get Draconids back onto the field. What am I talking? Well, Alpha can add a Ritual Monster. But, again, don't want to risk anything. So I just decide just think about it real quick, looking at their effects, just deciding go into battle, and then I do attack the Eldlich, the Golden Lord. So I do leave Paquetto of the Golden Land onto the field. I just go think about everything what I can do before going to the end phase. So now, pretty interesting, he can send Paquetto of the Golden Land to the graveyard to special summon Eldlich, the Golden Lord, which he decides to do, of course, adding Eldlich, and then Eldlich getting a special summon because of it. He does special summon in defense. He's kind of bricking here if he can't do anything. I can activate Fenrir's effect to decrease its level by 1, but this ain't a virtual world player I'm versing, so it doesn't really matter right now. And as you can see in chat, he bricked hard. He does just move into the end phase. He's going to activate Paquetto's effect, Engrave, to set, I think of Golden Land spell or trap. Which is surprising. He still hasn't even got a Cursed Outlands yet. It is pretty surprising. Here I do activate Alpha's effect from hand, sending Zeta to the graveyard. And then, fuck. Damn. Man, I did not cut this enough, did I? I think he does let it go through here. Yes, he does. He was texting. He's just saying if he can draw a spell or trap. Here, my ritual add will probably be a Quadranids. I was thinking about maybe a Ben 10, getting a Ben 10, searching Natasha and all this, taking control of Golden Lord. But no, I just decided to go, oh no, I do get a Ben 10, my bad. And then I do activate Zeta's effect, sending Ben 10. Which Ben 10 is stupid powerful. I mean, even this guy in chat, he even says that Ben 10 should get limited. He doesn't say it yet. He's about to say it, though. Activate Cyber Angel Ben 10's effect to search out another Light Fairy, which is surprising because you can search out Artifact Lancia, which I surprisingly don't do. I just go into a Manju of 10,000 hands, of course. As you can see in chat, he does say Ben 10 should def go to fucking 1. Which, again, if this deck is going to keep continuing to be as powerful as it is, going into the March ban list, yeah, Ben 10 should probably get limited. Because Ben 10 is pretty pissing powerful. Activate Manju at 10,000 hands with that normal summon to try to search out a ritual spell or monster. I do choose to search out a Quadranid. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then here, I just decide to, of course, activate the ritual spell, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce. And he does let it go through here. I do summon Quadranids in hand to summon using the two Drytrons on the field. And since I did use two level 1 monsters, I can activate Quadranids' effect to destroy all spells and traps on the field. But of course, he's just going to activate his back row because that's what Eldlich does. They have monsters that just get straight onto the field. But he is reading the effect real quick. He does activate the Scarlet Sanguini to special summon a zombie monster, which is surprisingly Ash Blossom. Oh boy, which kind of screws me. I kind of had him for game here. but he does summon an Ash Blossom, prevents me from going for game because of Manju 10,000 hands. Cannot go over it. 14 only 1400 attack with an 1800 defense Ash Blossom. So I do go over the Golden Land, and then Draconids go over Ash Blossom, and then Manju just to do a direct 1400, and then going into the end phase. So here, again, he's kind of bricking here. Kind of surprising he hasn't drawn anything to help him out here. Dragoon would help him, but again, apparently it's in his side deck. So he does activate Scarlet Sanguini from the graveyard, banishing it, and then setting a golden spell. Here, again, fucking Artifact Lancia would be a fucking amazing card to have right now, but it's already too late. I wanted Manju 10,000 hands just to get a better board on field. And then here he does take a little bit. He does activate Golden Lord's effect, sending Conquistador of the Golden Land to the graveyard, special summoning Eldlich in attack position. And I do not decide to activate Fanir's effect, which I could have. I think I was probably waiting for another like level 10 to hit the field first. And then he just does surrender here. So yeah, pretty interesting. So he couldn't out his Draconid, so he probably is siding stuff to do it. If so, my sides, I put Red Reboot into the side deck, and then I took out a Quadranids, putting a Lightning Storm in there. I was thinking maybe throwing 3 Lightning Storms in there, but then again, I was thinking it's Eldlich. They're just going to activate their traps, get their monsters on field before Lightning Storm even goes through. But again, I wanted to keep Draconids in there, so I have that as a 2 of right now. And I do keep Draco Overlord in there. Pretty interesting. Again, I'll have a deck profile on all this in my next video when Genesis Impact does come out. So he does choose to go first here in the game 2. And then he signs in the Numerons. He activates Numeron Wall, getting Network onto the field, or that might be Network, and then sending Calling to the field, or to the graveyard, and then Network becomes Calling, and Calling's effect comes through, summoning, I think, 3 Numerons from the extra deck, and then, of course, using all 3 to go into a Utopic Zexal, which, oh boy. Another card that's kind of like a VFD effect, kind of stupid if you ask me, preventing your player from playing, basically, not even just monster effects or all effects. So it's kind of just, I'm like, okay, it looks like we're going to game 3, because you can activate that 3 times, we'll probably get Eldlich, you can get those attacks in. So yeah, I just, like, couldn't really do anything, so I just have to, pass turn. And during the end phase, he does activate Conquistador of the Golden Land. And then now goes into his turn. So Zexal kind of screws me up here for at least the next 2 turns as well. This is kind of another card that's going under the radar, but Numerons can pull it out easy. OCG, it currently has this and Dragoon ban because of how powerful they are. And then, you know, we're going to a slower format right now, meaning, you know, Zexal and Dragoon is going to be powerful. So he doesn't just go straight into battle. I guess he bricked hard. He just attacks for 2,500 with Zexal and Conquistador. Going to my draw phase, he does activate Zexal once again. And then here again, just have to go pass into the end phase. I do have to discard a card, which doesn't really be a problem because, you know, Drytrons can activate their effects from the graveyard. My bad, I'm kind of messing with dice right now, if you can hear that, I'm sorry. Again, another brick, it looks like, because he just has to attack with Zexal and Conquistador of the Golden Land, doing 1,500 to me. So meaning, yeah, his kind of just have to move into the end phase. Kind of bricky hand for the pure Eldlich deck here. So during the draw phase, of course, he is going to activate Zexal's effect for the last time. Again, I should probably be dead here, but of course the Eldlich player is bricking pretty hard. So here I just do set a Cyber Emergency so I don't need to discard another card, and then just move into the end phase. And then he activates another Conquistador of the Golden Land. And then moving into his turn, going to the main phase. Again, he must have bricked hard because he could not do anything. He does, let me just, I'm going a little too much of ahead of myself. He So kind of bad for him. He's bricking pretty hard. I should probably be dead, like he's been saying. He does go into a level 5 XYZ, going into Constellar Pleiades. I hope I'm saying that correctly too. Basically, effect is the quick effect. Detach one material, return one monster I control to the hand. Or any monster on the field to the hand. My bad. He does do the 25 directly, and of course, he doesn't have another material on Zexal. So kind of sucks for him. He can OTK me with Zexal, and now next turn I get a full range with a pretty fucking brilliant hand, if I do say so myself, for the Drytrons. Brilliant hand, especially with the one by Ben 10 as well. So I do activate the Drytron Nova. He does activate Solemn Judgment, but again, with my hand how it is, I'm going to activate Cyber Emergency. And then he does let me get the search here. I think I do search out a Draconids, but I could be wrong. Yes, I do search out a Draconids. And then here I activate Zeta's effect, attributing Ben 10 here. Because Ben 10 is just stupid powerful in this fucking deck and probably should be limited. Because it's, again, not a once per turn effect, so that's kind of why it's that broken. He does activate Consider Pleiades. Really big fuck up, because Zeta is not on the field yet, and Nexus does not let you take it back. So meaning he does have to return one of his monsters to the extra deck. He does choose to do Constellar Pleiades, which, oh man, what a fuck up. Now I have full range without even have to worry unless he has a hand trap. Do search out a ritual spell here, going into of course, the Drytron ritual spell, activating Cyber Angel Ben 10 from the graveyard, searching out another Ben 10. Then here I do decide to activate Alpha's effect, triggering of course Ben 10 because overpowered. Going into my ritual monster, I do decide to search out another. I search out Imagination Draco Overlord, which again is pretty good for counteracting Dragoon and stuff like that. I do search out another Ben 10 with Ben 10. And then I activate Delta's effect, searching out, of course, tributing the Ben 10 from hand. Activating Delta's effect, revealing the Draco Overlord to draw one card, which ends up being Gamma, which is a huge draw. Here, I could have done anything like a Natasha or anything like that, but I just decided to go into an Artifact Lancia, because again, that's super overpowered. Ben 10 can search out a hand trap, basically, and that hand trap is pretty good in the current format. I do activate Gamma's effect, tributing Alpha from a hand, and then some special summoning Zeta from the graveyard. And now here, full field, it's pretty interesting. He's only at 4,000 life points here. I decide, fuck it, we are going into an Access Code Talker. So we go into it to Code Talker first, so we can get a Link monster to link off with into an Access Code Talker. So again, access and decode, or decode Talker into Access Code Talker, activating Access Code Talker's effect, gaining 3,000 attack because of Code Talker's link, activating Access Code Talker's effect, just banishing Decode Talker, destroying the Zexal, activating the Drytron ritual spell, going to summon Draco Overlord, and then pitching Draconids. And then here, this is game, because I totally forgot he was at 4,000 instead of 8,000. But even at 8,000, that right there would have gamed him. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did,